Glad to have you with us from Mount Pleasant, Michigan, Kelly Short Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Demons and the Central Michigan Chippewas. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. And the Chippewas headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Now it's the Demons. Offense will have first crack at this one. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Has for more than 350 yards and 3 touchdowns in his last game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on! Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space, it's Murphy. Makes a pass to Marker. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's first down. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds the big tight end. They come through with the explosive play, and they'll have the first down, but we see a man who is slow to get up, and let's check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. And it's the Demons have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Murphy. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. And it's the Demons with a long way to go. After the loss on the last play. Handoff from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He'll run it again. Maybe some room here. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Demons. Rolled his way into the end zone.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Central Michigan's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power forward. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team. And he is option number 1 for the squad.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Darnold. Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Demons offense takes the field ready to go on the attack. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Looking for space, it's Murphy. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers.
Maybe a crease. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They think there's room to run to the right here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the 1st half.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. That last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Darnold. Tight end finds a soft spot. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Chippewas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start off offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
It is good. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The Demons offense takes the field, ready to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And it's the Demons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Trying play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And it's the Demons decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Chippewas offense makes its way out to start the drive. Down 6-3 early, they'll try to put together a drive to take the lead. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your seat.
Might have a chance. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
when the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Trying to impose their will with the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down. And the Chippewas come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. After the whistle, it's 1st and 5 for this offense. To the air, it's Darnold. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. The play action fake. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Line gets set, 1st down. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They're testing the right side here. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the first. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, guys, the running back told me something to keep an eye on is just he's a little banged up and bruised up. Last week in that win, a lot of contact that he absorbed, and he said he's got to really fight through it here today. Not 100%, but I will let you know how it's going to the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth, and already inside a minute to go in the first. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute?
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll run it from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. The run inside. It's Matthews. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Chippewas have moved it inside the 20. To the air, it's Darnold. Escapes the pressure going right. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. And the Chippewas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. With the draw, it's Matthews. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start might prove to be really costly as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. They go to the wide receiver screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. The snap sets up to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Demons offense takes the field, ready to go on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
To the air on second down. He slings it deep to the left. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. Back to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Now the play fake. The throw. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Another third down stop for this defense, and they're excited, but you always kind of got to watch. Like, they shouldn't go for it on fourth down here in their own end, but this team is...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive, 1st and goal. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keep. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And he makes the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Demons offense takes the field, ready to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. On the run, it's Murphy. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Runs through a tackle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick completion to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Darnold. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Chippewas!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Demons offense takes the field, ready to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Blue 22, blue 22. Go, go.
They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Kitchings. They'll wrap him up, and he is stopped well short of the 1st down marker. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Knapp. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Matthews. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. The Chippewas come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Demons offense takes the field, ready to go on the attack. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Delayed handoff. It's Matthews. There's some room. Got enough space. Touchdown, Chips. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far, giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines, get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
Split backs here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He fires to the left side. Makes a deep grab.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They'll operate out of split backs. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And the Chippewas in a good spot here with second and short. Finds the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. Wide receiver going in motion. Spins away from the defender. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Chippewas have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced the negative play, now setting up fourth down.
Why don't I get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right up, right and through. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Demons offense takes the field, ready to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Finds a man on the left. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He's not afraid to go deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking...
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. On fourth down, looking to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Back now over to your game in Mount Pleasant. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open the second half with a run. At the 35, he's loose. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Motion from the wideout. This is a designed run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Scanning the field, it's Darnold. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And as quarterbacks, you've got to be aware of secondary pressure. You've got to know when these free safeties, they start creeping towards the line of scrimmage, that they might get involved. You've got to have an answer for it, and the QB didn't have one that time.
It'll be third and long. They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Chippewas will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Demons offense takes the field, ready to go on the attack. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it down the left side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And on defense now, for the most part, you're pretty happy about how you've performed. You have allowed that guy to have a touchdown, though. So you need to maybe start anticipating the offense looking his way more often. You may want to start dialing up some coverages to try to take him away.
He's not afraid to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Got his man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And it's the Demons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Demons! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Central Michigan offense takes the field to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David. And breaks into the open. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Chippewas can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside, it's Matthews. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
Give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Matthews. Breaks the tackle. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Chippewas are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go right back to him. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Darnold. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Chippewas will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Demons offense takes the field, ready to go on the attack. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together.
He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab down the left side. Into plus territory. They stop him at the 46, and now this offense can really attack. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Wants to throw it again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Demons.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down, 10 yards to go.
Go, ready, go, go.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Chippewas lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Darnold. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's open. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Central Michigan. And the punishment has been extended.
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Demons offense takes the field, ready to go on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And it's the Demons line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.